I don't know if you saw this or not, but to quote my, every friend that I ever had, ain't this some shit? Adrian Peterson, now they're saying now that it is a misunderstanding, but Adrian Peterson has been not necessarily charged because his wife doesn't want to file charges about him, but there is an arrest on domestic violence charges for Adrian Peterson. Now, here's the deal with Adrian Peterson. Now, I don't know what's true. I never know what's true because I don't believe the media. I don't believe them today. I don't believe them tomorrow. I don't believe them the next day. But Adrian Peterson got arrested in the airport for domestic violence. Listen to this. He was arrested at LAX for domestic violence. All right, listen. They received a call. The Los Angeles airport received a call around 8:30 about the possible domestic violence on board an aircraft bound for Houston and responded to a verbal and physical altercation between a male suspect and a female suspect. A representative for Peterson and his wife Ashley said the two had a verbal argument on the flight. Peterson grabbed her wedding ring, scratched her finger, and the plane was returned to the gate. Now, here's what I look at. You and your wife, you and your buddies, you and your whatever the deal is, doesn't have to be domestic. It can be just you and your buddies acting like idiots on a plane. To the point where the plane is taxiing, and I'm guessing because it's going to Houston from LA, it's packed, and you've got a plane full of people. Every person on that airplane has a story, has to get somewhere, mostly to someone. Okay? And your dumbass, whether, again, it's Adrian Peterson and his wife, or it's or it's me and my buddies, drunk, acting like fools, or me and my buddy getting ready to throw hands, or some old actress screaming at some guy to wear a mask. Whatever the deal is. Okay, whatever it is. And all of a sudden, because of you, that plane has to turn around and take its ass back to the terminal. What's your thought? Like, what are you thinking? If you're a human being and not a farm animal, your thought is, oh, shit, I can't believe. Oh, this is the worst ever, right? I mean, unless you're just drunk and you don't even know, and next thing you know, you're like, where are we going? And you got handcuffs on you. But think about your Adrian Peterson. You and your wife are arguing. Whatever you did, it doesn't matter in this scenario. All of a sudden, it's whoa. Plane's turning, and it's you. There's a cut. And now, don't tell me people aren't complaining on the plane. Don't tell me that, you know what? You don't know that when this plane turns around, they're not just going to say, hey, see ya. And even if they do, how bad is that? And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're going to get cuffed. Man, I could not imagine. Even, you know what I do when I get on a plane? True story. I just flew to Houston this weekend, ironically. I get on the plane, I put my mask on, I put my headphones on, and I don't necessarily have music on. I get my book. I'm reading a David Baldacci novel. I get my book, I put my head in it, and I don't bother nobody. I mean nobody, because I know people are freaking nuts. I read my book, or I act like I'm reading my book. Or if I've got my iPad and I got Sex in the City or whatever the hell it is downloaded, yeah, I used to watch it. Don't at me, people. I liked it. Now I don't like it. It's too woke. It's not my thing. But anyway, now I'm into Better Call Saul and Sons of Anarchy. But you get my point. Could you imagine, seriously, just for a second, oh, that plane's turning around and it's my fault. Sean Black, could you imagine? Could you imagine? how miserable that feels if you're a human being. Like, if you're just a farm animal that only thinks about themselves, then what the hell? So Adrian Peterson has to deal with this. And you got to know, because I know in my own little world, I know that every time there's an article on me, good or bad, it's going to go into all of this bad stuff that they say that I did. You know that the felony child abuse thing is coming out. You know all this stuff.